Welcome, welcome to day eight of the 12 days of Crafty Christmas gifts, you guys. Today, this one is one, you guys, that I knew from the very beginning when I saw this die cut set that I had to do it. I have some fun tips. I have some thoughts. So I hope that you're super duper excited. You guys, I am Jennifer, for those that are new or just forgot. I'm not only here to inspire you guys, I'm here to give you permission to try new things because I know that you can do it. So no crazy headgear today. I have my jingle bells on though. I have my jingle bells on. And you guys, are you ready to see what I've got? So come on, let's create, you guys. Oh, I forgot to hook my phone up. There we go. So with that being said, you guys, I wanted to point out too that you guys, Thursday, which would be tomorrow, is free shipping day. Oh, that's always a good day, you guys. It's always a good day. Okay, so you see, I actually have two pieces of the basic gray. I already did some work on one to kind of expedite some things. But you're going to need one full piece, you guys. This is an 8.5 by, probably 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock that I cut in half at 5.5. So you have a 5.5 by 8.5 and a 5.5 by 8.5. I have a bunch of parts and pieces, but this is, you guys, this is the main die cut set that I used. This is the Night Divine. I have to give a shout out to my team member, Becky. She's a local team member. She let me borrow this from her. We kind of try to do double duty on my team, you guys. If you're local, we share stuff. So anyways, you want to use this die cut set. And you guys, I wanted to point out a couple of things because it's really cool. Because not only does it die cut it out, you guys, it embosses a little bit too. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Oh, so pretty. So when I looked last, these dies were still available. The Designer Series paper, however, is already gone. So you won't be able to do that, which you won't need for this, you guys. But we're going to go through everything that I use. I'm going to tell you what colors I use, but do not worry. As I say, do not fret, because everything that I use will be in the description below. And I hope that you have fun with this one, you guys, because I am thinking, with one part being an exception, you guys, I think, and I got to pull my big envelope out, that this could be mailable. The way that I want to do it, you can slip it in a big envelope, and I'll show you what kind of envelope I got. And you could mail everything but the LED candle, which, you guys, who doesn't have those, right? Who doesn't have those? Okay, so we've got basic gray. This one is smoky slate. I did all of my people and my critters in basic gray. And then this piece right here, you guys, is from the hybrid embossing folder. All I did was use these 3 stars right here are part of the hybrid embossing folder. Let me pull this piece out so you can see what I'm talking about. This piece right here goes into the hybrid embossing folder. And it actually, when you pair it with the hybrid embossing folder, it embosses and cuts this out. Now, you guys, I've used the tree ring dies a bazillion times. Concept is the same as those, but I only wanted 1 star. Now, this one I did in black, and I think that there was a reason for it, because I'm thinking that we're going to get a different look from it, but we'll see. The other thing that you're going to need is vellum. I have 3 pieces of vellum because I'm going to have 3 pockets. We're going to do one together so you can see how I did it. But these are going to go on the inside of our cardstock. And we're going to end up using, I'm going to use tear and tape on these, you guys, because I'm going to put figures on them like that. So I want to make sure that these pieces on the inside are solid, okay? So you're going to need 3 pieces of that, and these are, because you know I forgot, 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. 3 3/4 by 5 1/4 for these. All right, and then, so those are all the things that we have cut out. I do not have the deckled rectangles, you guys, and I really, really want them, but every time I go to buy them, they're on back order. So I pulled out my stylish shapes. And I have a very sinking feeling, you guys, that these are going to be leaving us. But I'm hoping maybe not. So if this is a die cut set that you think that you might like, don't wait. This, I'm using the largest square, and it measures, and you guys, I'm going to measure the whole thing. And granted, know that it's 2 7/8 this way, but the cutout part is like 2 3/4. So from end to end, this is 2 3/4. I need a big reveal, you guys, around the edges because I have this 1/2 inch score here. Not on this part, but I didn't want to see it when I did the die cut out, right? We're not doing it that way. I'm going to walk you through how we're going to do it, but we need to score this first. So we're going to put all these pieces back to the side, and we're going to score first, and then we're going to do our die cutting. And like I said, we're going to do it together. And then I have an alternative for in case you need another idea, another reason to buy this set, you guys. If you need another reason to buy this set, did you miss Mystery Card Night? Where I showed you how to do this double column folded card. You guys, this fits in an envelope because the way the columns work, it lays flat. So this can go in the mail, but look at how pretty that is. Okay, so if you need another reason, I did early espresso on this crumb cake, Lost Lagoon and vanilla on this one. But if you needed another reason to buy this die cut set, that might be just what you need. All right, so now I want to put all that to the side. Let's bring in our trimmer. I put it away. We're going to bring in our trimmer. And you guys, the way that I'm going to score this is going to look a little wonky, okay? But trust me, there is a reason. Dark is death, you guys, so we don't want that. Apparently, there we go. Okay, so we want 4 inches long across the top. We want it at 4 inches, and we're going to score. Okay, and then we're going to move this all the way to the 1/2 inch right here, and we're going to score. So 4 inches and then 1/2 inch. So what does that mean? It's 4 inches and 8 inches, basically. I don't like opening my arm. That's like a lot of business, right? That's a lot of work that we don't need to do, which is why I did it the way that I did it. All right, so we need one more pocket or one more opening for our lantern, quote unquote. And we need that. And I'm going to move all my die cuts, you guys, so that we can get serious. I'm bringing in the big cut and emboss. and I'm going to show you how I have it set up. So I have plate 1, plate 2, and these are, I think these were plate 4s, right? We're going to put that like that. I have low tack tape here, and I'll show you what I use. It's artistic tape. Low tack artistic tape. That's what I use. And you guys, I opened this up, and of course there's kitty fur in it now. But I pulled this piece out just when I cut these 2 parts out. So I've already gotten 4 cuts out of it. So I'm going to, and this is the key, you guys. I want to make sure that I get pretty dang close to the other 2 sides. Now, I would not suggest doing 2 at once because that's a lot of back and forth. And you guys, I worry about this getting run through too many times because you loosen the fibers of the paper, okay? So I'm even putting this on the end here like this. I'm going to use my other acrylic piece just like this. I'm going to flip this around because I'm a right-handed person, you guys. And I'm running this through, and it's going to click. Did you hear it? That click means that it went over the die cut to get that cut on that die, so that it pops out perfectly. Now, it's not stuck, it's just stuck on the tape. So you have this basic gray square that you can reuse. Now, here is the next thing that you want to be mindful of. I want to make sure that, you guys, there's stitching on here. This stitching will actually sit inside itself here. When you get it locked in place like that. So when you get it locked in, it actually does, it makes it so kind of like the hybrid embossing folder, you guys. It kind of sits there, and that's going to be our next cut. So I'm going to do the same thing that sorry you guys, that's crazy kitties today. I'm going to do the same thing that I did for the first cut with the second cut. And I'm just going to run it through again. And let me move this. Let's get to your jingle bells. And we'll move this so that we can get this piece. Now this piece I don't save, but you could, because it's, oh, I didn't even I totally forgot. It does have stitches on both sides. So you could use that for sentiment if you wanted to. So here is, how did we do? Did we do pretty good? Oh, look at that, you guys. We did really good. That lined up almost perfectly. And you guys, I eyeballed the whole thing, okay? So now we have 3 open panels, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to burnish this one with our bone folder. I had a class yesterday, you guys, and I haven't put it away yet. It's been one of those crazy days. Okay. And see why I was very careful? Can you see how close we got? Like that? That ended up perfect. All right, so I'm going to burnish this. Now, Why didn't we do a luminary panel in the back? I wanted it to be able to reflect everywhere else. And to be honest with you, you guys, I didn't think it was necessary. If you want to cut the third back or the fourth piece out, go right ahead. Put another piece of vellum in there. All right, so first what we need to do is tear and taper glue for this part. I like glue because then it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. Okay, so we're going to put this on here like this. Just like that. And I want to make sure that it closes over. Now, I'm going to do my vellum pieces before I close it up. And yes, I was telling myself that the whole entire time. Oh, those crazy kittens. And you don't have to do one big piece, you guys. You can do a couple of small pieces if you want. It's up to you how you do this part. Stamp and seal, I think, would definitely work for this if you wanted to use that. The plus, not the regular. Like that. And then now most of our animals and stuff, you guys, are going to be towards the bottom of our luminary. So I'm not going to worry about this part up here, but I'm going to worry about the bottom. This is going to be my bottom, the part that's closest to me. So I want to make sure that that vellum gets on this part really well. See, I went with jewelry stuff today, you guys, instead of my crazy hats. This is something Mom gave me. And then we're going to do the same thing on all three. So tell me, do you have Christmas gifts that you still need to make? Tell me in the comments section. Or purchase even. Because, you know, we don't only make gifts around here, right? We purchase gifts too. With it being the 13th, you guys, you only got 10 shopping days left. Ish. I still don't even have all my Christmas decorations up, which drives me absolutely crazy. I'm usually done by now. The last couple of years, you guys, what is it? The last couple of years have just been terrible for getting everything done. So, all right, I peeled all of that off. I'm going to take one piece of vellum and I'm going to do my darndest to line it up so that you can't see it on the other side, right? There we go. And then we're going to do the other two the exact same way. And you guys, this is something that once you get the cuts and stuff figured out, it's really easy. This is a mass production type of a thing. I'm not putting a bottom on it. I'm not putting a top on it because I want to be able to mail it, like in case I want to mail it to my mom, right? In case, do you want to mail it to your sister? Would you like to mail it to your aunt or a girlfriend or whatever? There's that. One more piece. And you guys, I am working from the top. I am kind of being anal and I'm trying to line them up, but that way then I know. There. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this over, we're going to fold this over, and it'll lay flat. Okay, remember I was telling you about that envelope? I'm going to grab that envelope. This is an envelope that I get from Amazon, you guys. It's a 7x10 envelope. You could put a card in here with a little bit of, I would do a super skinny, either a chipboard or even a DSP backer in there, and you could totally mail that. I mean, like, without a problem. The only thing you would not be able to put in there is the little candle, quote unquote. Okay? All right, so let's get this. I'm going to burnish that one more time. And I think I'm going to use tear and tape on this piece too, because I'm going to be putting it on that vellum, you guys. And I think the tear and tape would be better. And it's my opinion. I like glue for vellum, but I like tear and tape or Seal Plus better. All right, so we want to make sure that this goes square. So I'm going to hold up my end. I'm going to lay this flat. And I'm going to make sure there will be the inside of our luminary. And we'll be able to put our candle in here. Okay? But we still have to decorate. So let's do that. I want to use this, our manger or our barn part. I want to put that there like that. So I think this was a struggle. Do I want to use dimensionals? And I think I do because I want some shadow on that, right? So I'm going to use some mini dimensionals on this. And you guys, the only thing you need to worry about is the placement of your dimensionals. And what I'm talking about is you want to make sure that your dimensionals are inside of your cardstock so that you can't see them. So this one you have to be strategic and you have to line up the straight edges because it fits just perfectly. And I love that Stampin' Up! Takes care of things like that for us. Just like that. And we're going to do one right here. And I'm not going to take all of them off. Like this one, actually, for this one, I'm probably going to take them all off. I know it's not going through a hurricane, but this is just one of those precautionary things. I want to make sure that it stays put. Okay. Now I'm going to line up the bottom parts of my manger on the end of my rectangle. And you want to make sure that it is inside this part. So like this is not over on the top and these don't go below. Obviously, with using the 5.5 by 8.5 piece, I knew that we would be safe. Okay, and the next piece that we're going to do is our manger piece. And I think this is going to go with glue dots. So for this, some's going to go with glue dots. Some parts are going on with glue dots and some parts are going on with dimensionals. So our shepherds and Joseph and Mary and baby Jesus are all going to go on with dimensionals. Did I ever tell you why my glue dots have so much kitty fur on them, you guys? I know you guys probably get sick of me talking about my kitties, but I found my glue dot roll almost completely unraveled. Put one more glue dot on Mary. And then we're going to put this on our vellum. And I'm going to put it so that it's inside my rectangle on my vellum, but also make it look like it's actually inside that manger scene. So I moved it up just a little bit so that it looks like that. Isn't that pretty? That alone, I would be happy with just that. Okay, but we're not done because, you know, we've got critters hanging out. Let's dump this. I cut out a donkey, and because, you know, the wise men came on camels, so we've got that, and then we've got the shepherds brought the sheep, so I've got those parts. And the camel I'm going to do with the mini dimensionals. So I need my scissors. Because, you know, we use every little bit around here. I'm going to do there. And there. And I think I'm going to cut this one in half one more time. So I can do one on his head. And this is also something, you guys, you want to make sure that you can't see any of the white, like this one. Can you see it? Yep. See that? I don't want that. So there we go. Now you can't see it. And then this, again, you don't have to pull these all off. I want to make sure that they stay put. So I'm going to put my camel right here. And I think we're going to do one donkey. I cut out two. Mary and Joseph came on a donkey, but I think we're going to do the sheep on with the other camel on the other side. And you guys, do it as you want. It's your project. If you want all the critters, then do all the critters if that's what makes you happy. These are just suggestions. So we're going to put that donkey down here. And then we're going to flip this over. And then we're going to put our other camel. Same. this one piece like we did the other one. Put that one down there in this smaller section up on the head. And then this lay down sheep is going to be flat. That one, so cute. And then this other one, I think is going to get popped up. Oh, somebody's doing something they're not supposed to. Oh, I know what it is. You guys, I have their mouse toy plugged in because it's got a rechargeable battery on it. And he saw me put it on the battery or on the charger. So he's getting into trouble. Wayne. What are you doing? You don't need to be up there. I knew it was you. Because you are just all sorts of naughty today. Sorry, you guys. It's kind of like having toddlers. Okay. Uh-oh. I think our little camel feet are going to need... Our little camel legs might need a little bit of... There we go. All right, so here's what it looks like. You're kind of making a scene with this, right? So there's Mary and Joseph with the shepherds or the wise men, and then there's that part. So now I have my light, okay? And why are these so dang hard? And you guys, let me unplug my overhead light so you guys can see. So hang on. It's going to get dark, you guys. Oh, but isn't that pretty? Oh. All right, so we got one more part to do. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. One more part. I want a star in here, you guys. So, we have some options. And I thought, to make it easy, and it just popped in my head, do you guys have wobbles? Oh, I gotta remember where I put them. Hang on, because I know I have some. I just saw them. Aha, found them. Do you guys have wobbles? I think that this wobble would be perfect for our star. Look at, oh, dang it. Can we trim it? We can. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We have two options. Oh, wait a minute. No, if I'm strategic, you guys, we can only see just a little itty bitty bit. So we're going to be strategic. All right, so we're going to put the wobble on the star first. So I'm taking the backer off. Oh, have some patience, guys, because, you know, we want to get this so we can't see it, or the majority of it. Oh, Susan W., this is your fault. These dang wobbles. Okay, so we've got the wobble on, but I actually think that this is going to be perfect. Come on. Oh shoot, we should have done it backwards. Sorry, you guys. I have got these backers for the tear and tape and for these wobbles are just tough. And I'm going to put it in the back, but you guys, I want it low enough. And I'm really, really hoping that if we put the candle part in the right spot, let's pull that wobble out, that if we put that in the right spot, which would be all the way in the back, I'm going to turn the light off again, so hang on, let's look, that you might be able to see the star. No, you can't. Bummer. I was really hoping that you would be able to see this star back here. But it was a good thought. But I still like the luminary just the way that it is. Because here's what you're getting, you guys. You got your little candle down here. And here's where all the pieces look like. Isn't that pretty? 1 piece of cardstock, 3 pieces of vellum, you guys. And you have a holiday decoration that you will be able to use time and time again. Now, I wonder though, because I didn't put this on really thickly, I wonder if I'm just curious. You would be able to see it that way, but it's coming up here. But see, you can see the wobble in there. I would just do a glue dot, you guys. Save your wobbles. Oh, I'm going to have to use that for something else. Save your wobbles for something else and just put a glue dot on your star up here. Okay, you guys. So this is day 8. Let me put my big light back on, you guys. Day 8, our beautiful luminary, and actually even with the light on you can see it. Our beautiful luminary. Oh, isn't it pretty, you guys? Oh, it just makes me so happy. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, you guys. Some of it's trial and error, you guys. You got to try different things. That's why I give you permission to try them. Because it may work out, but it may not. And it's okay. Because trust me, I will use this star for something else. I hope that you have an amazing day getting crafty, you guys. If you've enjoyed this series, please comment below, you guys, because I need to know. I do this. This is the 2nd year that I've done this 12 Days of Crafty Christmas Gifts. I really enjoy it. It helps me think of different things, you guys, because you never know what crazy idea I'm going to come up with. I have to be honest. But I hope that you have an amazing day getting crafty, you guys. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.